happened to catch me doing my makeup outside. Nah, I was feeling very like I had the winter blues and I wanted to do a tutorial pretending that it was summer. So I dragged this giant tapestry downstairs. I ironed it. I don't iron, okay? I iron this shit. And I decided to fake a tan. It's not too, yeah, that's not the color of my face. But I got long sleeves on, so it doesn't matter. I decided to fake a tan, fake some freckles, fake some golden glow, fake some brows, fake some hair. Just fake everything. And create this glowy goddess boho festival look. I have done a look kind of like this on my channel before, but it's been a while. I've been stuck in my sort of dark, punky style, and I thought it'd be nice to switch it up a little bit because there is a glowy goddess inside screaming to come out. So she's here now. As always, my intros are super long and chatty. You can skip forward if you just want to see the makeup, but I gotta tell y'all, this choker is from Chelsea's Chokers on Etsy. This wig is from everydaywigs.com. These contact lenses are from pinkyparadise.com. They're one of my favorite pairs ever. I can't remember what they're called, but I will find them and link them below. If I forget, please tell me. Please ignore this spot on my head. It is a curling iron burn, and it wanted to shine through the makeup, no matter how many layers of makeup I put on it. Oh well. I will stop blabbing now and get into the makeup. First, I'm going to put on my Mabel and Meg Lumilixir serum to get that hydrated glow from within type of thing. This is a hyaluronic acid vitamin C serum, which is so beneficial to your skin. And then I'm going to use my B6 prep spray by Urban Decay. Get some vitamins in there. And then for sure going to use my Tarte Brighter Days moisturizer because it's so super glowy. For primer, first I'm going to put on my Featherweight primer by Kat Von D, and then I'm going to put on my Urban Decay Optical Illusion primer. This one is really good for hydrating, and this one is really good for blurring imperfections like pores and fine lines. Next, I'm going to grab my Color Your World color correcting palette by Tarte, and I'm going to grab that green shade. I'm just going to pat that on the couple of blemishes that I have to neutralize the red and make them a little bit easier to cover. I'm also just going to dab that on other areas of redness on my face. And then I'm going to grab the peach color and I'm going to throw that under my eyes to neutralize any blue to make my sleepiness easier to cover. And now we're ready to move on to a foundation. This is my favorite foundation, maybe ever, the OFRA Absolute Cover Silk Peptide Foundation. I'm just throwing that straight onto my sponge because I'm a savage. And I'm also going to mix in a tiny bit of my moisturizer. Just kind of mixing it right on there. You can turn any foundation into a tinted moisturizer by adding foundation to your moisturizer. I think I forgot to mention that this is the shade 01. I'm just picking up some of the foundation without the moisturizer for a couple of spots that need a little bit more coverage. For concealer, I'm going to use my Lightening drops from the Body Shop first. Just dabbing that in various places on my face where I'd like to highlight. And then my Kat Von D Lock It Concealer Cream. Doesn't really matter where you put it. It's all gonna get blended together. I just don't want to get either of the little applicators super dirty. So I keep them separate. And I make lovely pieces of art on my face while I'm at it. And I'm just going to blend that all out with my damp sponge. Under my eyes, I mixed Petal and Golden Kat Von D brightening powders in this little lid here. And I'm going to use the Kat Von D Precision Powder Brush. Just kind of mix those up for a nice warm brightening powder. And I'm just going to pat that under my eyes. And I never want to waste any powder that's left in my brush, so usually I just bring it across my eyelids or wherever else may need to be brightened. And then I'm going to set the rest of my face with Kat Von D Lock-It setting powder and the large powder brush, number 20. I feel like you guys probably know my face routine off by heart by now, but I suppose not all of you have been here for that long, so I feel like I need to do it anyways. So while I'm setting my face, I'm also just patting away the brightening powder. For my contour, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium. I feel like I haven't used this in forever. And my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. I'm going to use this one because it's nice and warm. And I really want to warm up my face for this glowy festival type look. For my forehead, I always use a fluffier brush because I don't like when there's a super obvious line across my forehead. Of course, it's not a good look. And also contouring under my jawline a little bit. And I'm kind of just mixing all three shades together. And bringing that down my neck. I'm gonna grab some more translucent powder on my sponge. I'm just gonna bake a tiny bit under this contour here to bring back some of the light that we lost in the contouring process. Contour my nose. This is my new favorite, Take the Lead Pressed Shadow by Colourpop, and my Kat Von D concealer brush. Just drawing two parallel lines, the sides of my nose, bringing it up to the brow, a little bit across the end. I like to start blending with this brush and then go in with my sponge to blend it some more. Using my Kat Von D brightening powder to brighten and bake down the sides of my nose and on the tip and down the center, and look like a crazy person. I'm going to do a really nice natural fluffy brow for this look using my Pony Cosmetics brow brush and my Pony Cosmetics main stain in number 2 Little Palomino. I lied, number 2 Palomino, not Little Palomino. We're just going to draw in all the little brow hairs. But not like that, that was a bad one. Gonna need to fix that one. Just combing that through. And then we'll do some cleanup. I'm gonna use my Sugar Pill lip brush and this kind of highlight color from the Tarte Color Your World color correcting palette. Gonna get rid of half this brow. I went a little too crazy. And then I'm gonna go back in and continue on drawing little brow hairs. And combing that through. And then gelling all of the hair upwards so they're extra fluffy using my e.l.f. brow gel. Like, doesn't that look like I have super furry brows? But this is actually my brow. From nothing to something every time. Got my other brow on when you guys weren't looking. Now I'm just gonna dust off this bake. Works best if you make that face. Not really though. This nose contour is a little bit crazy. I think with this face makeup that eyeshadow is too gray to contour with. I can only use it when I've got my white face makeup on. It's not like I'm gonna take it off and do it again though. No way, not a chance. For this eye look, I will be using my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And to start, I'll just be grabbing, no, not you, White Peach with a big fatty fluffy brush. And that will be our base. Next, I'm going to grab some Candied Peach with the same big fat fluffy brush. And that's going to be sort of our transition shade, but also just putting it everywhere to make everything pink. But not. But kind of. Really, really blended. Then again, still using my big brush, I'm gonna grab some puree and throw that in there. And I'm just using circular motions to just blend that out all over the whole lid. And then I'm gonna grab some Summer Yum, still on the same brush. Why switch brushes if you don't have to? And again, I'm just blending that all into nothingness all over the lid, leaving under the brow just a tiny bit lighter. Then on the lid, still using the same brush, I'm gonna grab some Bellini, which is one of my favorite alcoholic beverages. And that's gonna go on the lid. I wonder if I could do the lower lid with the same brush. Sounds like a challenge. Challenge accepted. Repeating those steps for the lower lid, bravely with a giant brush. And then just going back in and doing even more blending. It takes a lot of effort to make something look effortless. On a smaller brush, I'm going to pick up some of this Nectar shade and I'm going to put that on the inner corner and under the brow. I just got some of that shadow in my mouth and it actually tasted like peaches. I'm going to put a little bit of my NYX Cosmetics Jumbo Pencil in Milk in the inner rim. Makes me feel so much more awake. I'm going to coat my top and bottom lashes with Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. Yeah, this is a pretty bomb-ass mascara. I probably would wear this look without falsies in the real world, but I have a pair of lashes that I'm like dying to try, so they're gonna get put on. But this look would be really nice without falsies. And these are not mink. I can't tell you guys anything else about them because it's a secret. Just being a big tease. Whoa. Look at the fluff. Have you ever seen such a lash? That's a lot of lash. I love that they kind of... While I'm waiting for the glue on this lash to get tacky, I'm going to put another layer of mascara in the bottom lashes, just to try and balance out the huge lashes that are on the top. These lashes, you guys, oh my god. Finally, it's time to glow. I just got the Rodeo Drive. Rodeo? Is it Rodeo or Rodeo? All I can think of in my head is that scene in Romeo and Juliet where he goes, Romeo! Anyways, back to this highlighter. It's beautiful, golden, loveliness. Ooh-hoo-hoo. I'm excited. First, I'm gonna give myself a spray with the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. So my face is nice and sticky. I'm gonna use a fan brush and throw it in here and dust that on. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. It's so beautiful. And I'm pretty much just gonna put it everywhere. But most concentrated on the high points of my face. But also everywhere. Just getting a little extra glow under the brows and in the inner corners. And everywhere. Also have this badass blush palette from OFRA. Bam! I think I'm gonna go with this subtle pink that kind of matches my wig. Oh my god. You guys know I love blush, so something like this makes me cry happy tears on the inside. Inside. This is glorious. I have a huge mess in front of me and it's giving me anxiety. After this, I'm gonna clean it. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with kind of a pinky nude glossy lip for this look. I'm going to line my lips with Peekaboo Neutral Slim Lip Pencil from NYX. Just softening that with my finger. And then I'm going to use, fuck, what is this shit called? Fairy Floss. And then I'm going to use ColourPop's Fairy Floss Ultra Glossy Lip. Which is just kind of a nice sheer lip gloss. And last but not least, I got to put on my freckles. Using my Sugar Pill Precise Liner Brush and Pony Cosmetics Main Stain No. 2 Palomino, which is also what I have on my brows. Probably gonna go a little bit ham on the freckles since this is a summertime, glowy, festival type look. Only makes sense. If you don't like them, then don't wear them. Whoops, that was a bit much. It happens. About one more spray. And one more dust of highlighter. Thank you guys guys so much for watching my tutorial. I hope you like this look. Let me know what you'd like to see on my channel in the comment section. I read all of your comments. Sometimes I don't have time to respond to all of them because I have kids, but I try, and I love you guys. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing.